Have you ever asked an AI to make your birth chart or typed a dream into ChatGPT to see what it means? Some people even let AI interpret tarot cards or calculate their numerology. If you've done any of that, you're not alone. Millions of people are already mixing artificial intelligence with spirituality. But here's the truth. When you bring modern technology into ancient sacred practices, some things change, and not always for the better. Astrology apps powered by AI are everywhere. Some claim they can read your aura through algorithms. Others act as digital oracles. Sounds amazing, right? But most people don't realize that behind the fascination, there are real risks. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 essential truths you need to know before trusting a machine with your deepest questions. This isn't to scare you or say don't use it. It's to help you use it with awareness so it supports your growth instead of disconnecting you from yourself. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos about spirituality, self-knowledge, and the mysteries of consciousness. 1. AI has no intuition. And intuition is everything. The first truth is simple. AI works with data and patterns. It can read thousands of books and articles about astrology, numerology, or tarot, but it will never feel the energy behind these practices. Think about an astrologer reading your birth chart. They're not only looking at planetary positions, they're sensing your energy, picking up subtleties that no book explains, noticing tensions and potentials unique to you. An AI might say, Mars in Scorpio shows emotional intensity and transformation through conflict. That's technically right, but a human astrologer could look at your chart and say, in your case, this Mars is clearly pointing at how you sabotage relationships and need to heal that. See the difference. The AI is reading information, the astrologer is reading you. The same happens with tarot, dream work, or numerology. These practices come from human intuition, from sensitivity to the unseen. If you remove that, you risk losing the real power they hold. That doesn't mean AI is useless. It can be a great research tool to organize ideas or bring new perspectives, but it should never replace your own intuition or the wisdom of someone truly connected. 2. You might be outsourcing your spiritual connection here. The trap. Asking machines for answers all the time can weaken your natural ability to connect with yourself. Imagine you have a very vivid dream. Instead of reflecting in silence and asking, what is my soul trying to say? You run to an AI and get an instant interpretation. Faster, sure. But you skipped the most important part. The inner work of self-discovery. The power of dream interpretation isn't in the answer itself. It's in the process of you sitting with the symbols, feeling the emotions, connecting them with your real life. When you hand this over to AI, you get information, but you lose transformation. It's like someone describing to you what it feels like to swim. It may sound accurate, but until you dive into the water yourself, you won't really know. And here's the danger. Dependency. Every time you rely on the AI to interpret your spiritual signals, you're telling your subconscious, I don't trust myself. Over time, that can disconnect you from your natural intuition. You stop listening to your gut, stop trusting your own perceptions, and lose the sensitivity that spirituality is supposed to develop. If you value strengthening your inner connection, subscribe to the channel. Here we go, deep into these themes every week. 3. Beware of algorithmic bias in sacred practices. Another truth. All AI carries bias. That bias comes from the data it was trained on. If it learned mostly from Western astrology, that's the lens it will use. It might ignore Vedic astrologies, Chinese astrologies, Mayan traditions, and so much more. I tested this myself. I asked different AIs to interpret the same chart. One said, this person is deeply creative and intuitive. Another said, this person is unstable and impulsive. Same chart, opposite results. Why? Different sources, different biases, and there's another issue. AI tends to reduce ancient systems like the I Ching or chakras into shallow, generic explanations. stripping away the depth that makes them powerful. It's like asking a machine to define love using only a dictionary. Accurate, maybe, but far from the real essence. That's why if you use AI for spirituality, do it with awareness. Always compare answers with other traditions, checkbooks and teachers, and most importantly, check against your own lived experience. 4. The dangerous illusion of personalization. One of the most seductive aspects of AI is how personal it feels. It uses your name, recalls what you've shared, and replies as if it's speaking directly to you. But here's the truth. It's an illusion. When you ask for a numerology analysis, the AI isn't reading your energy. It's just applying formulas to the numbers you gave. The response looks unique, but it's a template anyone with the same numbers would get. And that's dangerous. People start making big life choices, ending relationships, changing careers, making spiritual vows based on answers that look special but are actually generic. It's like getting a handwritten letter with your name on top, only to realize the inside was mass printed and sent to thousands of people. It feels personal, but it isn't. And the more AI looks like it knows you, the easier it is to trust it blindly, forgetting it as just algorithms pretending to be. 5. How to use AI consciously in your spiritual journey. So, does this mean you should never use AI for spirituality? Not at all. The key is how you use it. Here are some conscious guidelines. Use AI as a starting point, not the final word. Research, gather ideas, explore possibilities, but always turn to your own practice for real wisdom. Always never base important decisions on one AI answer. Compare with books, traditions, teachers, and your intuition. Keep your spiritual practices alive. Meditate, do your rituals, write in your journal. AI can organize information, but it can't replace the inner work only you can do. Question everything. Ask, does this resonate with my real life? Or am I just believing it because it sounds impressive? Use AI for research and reflection, not deep guidance. It's great for calculating charts, comparing traditions, or generating questions. But for soul-level guidance, look to human connection and the sacred, and never forget, spirituality is relational. It's about connection with yourself, with others, with nature, with the divine. A machine can provide data, but never true connection. Conclusion, artificial intelligence is here to stay, and it can have a place in your spiritual path, but only if you use it with awareness. Spirituality is about connection, intuition, and direct experience with the sacred. These are deeply human qualities no algorithm can replace. I can shine some light, but the path, that's yours to walk. No machine can carry your soul forward. So use AI consciously. Question it often, and above all, don't let the convenience of instant answers replace your own inner wisdom, because at the end of the day, the most important spiritual journey is not the one a machine can map for you. It's the one you must walk with your own feet, guided by your own inner light. Technology may light the way, but the traveler will always be you. If this video spoke to you, leave a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more reflections on spirituality and